I've been training with the Suunto Race 2 the last couple of weeks. So is this device great, good, or totally skippable? Let's break it down. Here's what's great. The fluidity and responsiveness, because of the new processor, is miles ahead of the original Race. The UI feels really smooth now. It's great. It's a nice improvement. Using the maps is great. Love it. The display. It's really, really nice. 1.5-inch OLED. It's bright, crisp outdoors, easy to read indoors. I mean, check out this comparison to my Fenix 8. Try not to laugh when you see it in various lighting conditions. The price, $499 for 32 gigs. Stainless steel model is what I've been using. $599 for the titanium version, 32 gigs of storage in both. That's still a pretty solid price these days compared to some of the other devices on the market. So what's been good? Battery life. I got 9 days on my first charge. I tend to burn about somewhere between 8 and 10% per day with at least an hour of GPS every day. And some days I have a lot more than that. So pretty solid. Style. I think that it looks fine. It feels slightly generic, and I probably prefer the look of the original Race a little bit more. But overall, not bad. Now let's talk about heart rate accuracy. This is a big one because the original Race wasn't awesome with optical heart rate at all. So far, I've found that it is definitely better, but it's not perfect. Here's a 24-mile run I did. The Race 2 tracked very close to the Fenix 8, but it also had an early random spike. Keep in mind, this is wrist heart rate on the Fenix 8 compared to the wrist heart rate on the Race 2. Here's a 7-mile run. It definitely looked better. There's a little bit of weirdness towards the end. Check out this hike. There are a couple of issues here as well. Now, let's move on and compare it to my HRM Pro Plus chest strap. Here's the 6-mile tempo run. The Race 2 completely nails it. I mean, this was impressive. Now here, the last one is a more steady state 7-mile run where it struggled on the front and back end. So some ups and downs overall with it. Definitely improved, but some strangeness still out there. GPS tracking has been good. I did notice a couple of issues when running in some tree-lined areas. Here's a hike in a wide open area, and the 2 tracks were lined up perfectly. Then these last 2 runs are in tree-lined areas, and there are wobbles by the Race 2 in those specific areas where I'm running amongst the trees, through trees. The last thing that's been really good are the Runna workouts. So I have been using Runna to train for my 50K that's coming up here pretty soon, and I was able to sync them over to the Race 2 without an issue. And I did a couple of workouts with them like that. The one big difference between using a device like the Fenix 8 or maybe Apple Watch, where using Runna, is that the audible workout alerts. You're not able to hear those, obviously, on the Suunto Race 2 unless you have their proprietary Wing 2 headset, which I do not have, nor do I plan on getting, because I have other headsets earbuds that I like to use. So keep that in mind. But I was able to use the haptic feedback that I got for the changes during the workout, and that worked fine. So just something to keep in mind. All right, let's talk about what's skippable, what hasn't been all of that great for me using the Race 2. Sleep tracking. Multiple nights, it completely missed me getting up out of bed and walking around. It just had me steady state sleeping through the whole night. So that was unfortunate, and that's happened multiple times. The band. I didn't love this band on the first Race 2, and I don't love it in this one either. I find this little centerpiece to be pretty fiddly, and as you can see, I'm gonna fiddle with it trying to pop it back in. Don't love it. Always on display. When the device goes to sleep, as you can see here, it's only gonna show the time. It's fine, but it feels a little bit Gen 1 these days in 2025. We already mentioned audible workout alerts, so that's unfortunate. I'll mention it again. Also, no offline music option. The last thing I'll mention is that the setup is still slow and clunky, just like it was in the original race. It took a half hour to download and a firmware update. It took 45 minutes to download the state of Colorado map. So it still is very clunky and slow, and I would like for that to be improved somehow. So to circle back to that original question of the Suunto Race being great, good, or totally skippable, what's the conclusion? It's really good, definitely. It's a good option. It has a fast new processor, great display, heart rate, GPS, and battery life are solid. Don't forget, just still train with the chest strap. That's always the answer. There are some struggles with sleep tracking, always on display. Yeah, it's just okay. But overall, it feels like a really good device. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you planning on buying the Race 2? Have you already purchased it? And have you used it? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, appreciate it. Please subscribe. I'm gonna have more content coming soon. I'm gonna be reviewing the Apple Watch Ultra 3, and I will probably have a review of the Fenix 8 Pro at some point also. Thanks a lot.